All right, we are live. Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. We're broadcasting live on our Facebook pages and our YouTube channel. So if you're tuning in live right now, please say hi and tell us where you're watching from. Would love to get your engagement on our topic for today. We've got a very interesting topic. Again, this is The World Works Online. And before we share our experiences and on our topic for today, we just wanted to quickly introduce ourselves. Let me go first. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi. Ako po si Jel. I am a mom of two. I'm a wife to an OFW. We're based here in Papua New Guinea. I have over a decade of experience in corporate HR and executive recruitment, and also a proud digital business owner. This is Ronan.
Maayong buntag sa tanan, maayong gabi, maayong udto. Ako di ay si Rona. I am originally from Sikihor, Philippines, now living here in Maine, USA. I am a mom, a wife, a healthcare worker, and also a proud digital business owner. Over to you, Sis Alvina.
Okay, magandang buhay. Naimbang gabi at aldaw ng rabi ngawan labas na. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are watching right now. My name is Alvina, a wife, educator by profession, a proud Ilocana from Isabela, Philippines, now living here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, together with my husband, and I'm digital business owner doing this part-time, and we are excited to welcome you here in our live. Today, the word works online. Thank you for being here.
हाय एवरीबॉडी माय नेम इज नंदिनी नमस्ते मैं भारत से हूँ मेरा नाम नंदिनी है मेरे दो बच्चे हैं आई हैव टू ग्रोन अप adult children who are married and living independently and today I am a very proud digital business owner. I'm busy all the time and I'm having the time of my life. Thanks. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much, ladies, and hello, hello to our viewers for tonight. So again, our topic is the power of learning from people you've never met in person, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard us sharing our stories on mentorship coaching that we are getting from this business. So this is one of my favorite features, that I really love in this business, the mentorship and the coaching side of our online business, because when I started, I didn't know anything about online business, anything about running this business. So it was really comforting for me to know that, you have someone who you can ask questions, right? Someone who can guide you, someone who you can look up to and learn from, right? And what I love is that there are so many successful people in this business who are very willing to share their strategies, their experiences, and their mistakes so that we can all learn from them. And that includes the ladies here in front of you. We all share everything, our strategies, what we've learned that could maybe work for each of us as well. That's why this business is really about duplication. Like if you see a strategy that's working for someone else, then try it out as well, right? Maybe it will work for you too. And if not, then that's okay. There are still so many other strategies that you can learn from other business owners, and then you can also do the same. Like you can duplicate, right? And I think what makes this really special is the culture that we have here in our business community. People just genuinely help each other. Everyone wants to see each other grow and succeed in this business. It's not about competition mindset. It's really about collaboration and support from everyone. And I think that's why a lot of people are staying in this business for a long time, because you never really feel alone in your journey. You always have someone there beside you, walking with you in your journey, whether that be your mentor, your coach, or maybe the whole business community, or maybe a small accountability group that we have here right now in this Go Live segment. So if you're also someone who's interested to learn more about this business, but maybe you're scared because you feel like you don't know enough, or you're worried that you'll be doing everything alone yourself, don't worry, because you'll have mentors, you'll have coaches, and you'll have the whole business community that will guide and support you throughout the process. And for me, that's really the power of mentorship and coaching in this business. And I'm so grateful I get to have that in my journey. That's it. Thank you, Sis Rona.
Thank you. And yes, before starting this business, I never imagined that some people who would impact my growth the most would be people across the world, because um, people, I've never hugged, I've never personally met face to face. But through this journey, I realized something so powerful. You don't always need physical proximity to grow. Sometimes the right community and mentorship can completely change your life. And if you think about it, we already do this in everyday life, right? For example, when we want to try a new recipe, most of us go straight to YouTube. Like, even if we're new to that, we search for a recipe we like and then watch someone we've never met before and learn step by step how to make it. We trust their guidance because they already know how to do it. And honestly, this business is very similar. Through meeting business owners globally, like all these ladies in front of me in here, I learned so much. And especially in areas I used to struggle with. Things like how to show up confidently online, how to create better reels, how to communicate better, and how to stay consistent even when I doubted myself. And one of the biggest blessings in this journey has been being part of our weekly mastermind every single week. Every week people share their knowledge, lessons, wins, mistakes, and experiences in business. And honestly, that has helped us avoid making the same mistakes ourselves, right? It's like learning years of experience in a shorter amount of time because people are willing to teach and guide others. And honestly, even the business owners right here in front of me, together in the screen, right? I've never met one of them face to face, but we connect, we learn from each other, we support one another. I connected with Coach Jel when she started working on Reels, and I remember being so excited to learn more because she was showing up and improving consistently. And Sis Dorcas is not here, but she's amazing on creating logos and branding ideas. Sis Alvina, she inspired me because of how she continues showing up for her business even when she didn't have all the support in the beginning. And William reminds me that no matter how young you are capable of doing this amazing things while you stay committed and believe in yourself. And of course, Sis Nandini, I truly appreciate for her for sharing her mindset and wisdom, because sometimes it's not just business strategies we need, but also the right mindset to keep going. And I'll be honest, at first I wasn't really connected to the community. I tried doing everything on my own. Part of it was because I was afraid to ask questions. It's not naturally my personality to open up right away. I tend to observe first, stay quiet and figure things out by myself. And for a while, I thought maybe that was enough. But eventually, I realized growth becomes so much harder when you isolate yourself. The moment I slowly started asking questions, joining conversations, learning from others, and becoming more open, everything started changing. I came to realize that we are actually surrounded by business partners and mentors who genuinely want to help, even if we're never met them in person. People, cheering you on, guiding you, reminding you not to quit, and people sharing their experiences so you can grow faster. And that's something I'm truly grateful, because success doesn't always happen alone. Sometimes growth happens because you allowed yourself to learn from people who are already ahead of you. So if you're someone who's trying to do everything alone right now, this is your reminder. Don't be afraid to connect, and don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't underestimate the power of community. You never know how one conversation, one mentorship call, or one shared lesson could completely shift your journey. That's it for me.
Thank you, Miss Rona. So, the power of learning from people I've never met in person. One thing I'm so grateful for is the generation in this opportunity to learn from people I've never met in person before. learning will limited to the people around us, to this schools or we attending, or people places where physically go. But today, because of technology and online platform, we can learn from mentors, as you mentioned now, leaders, business owners, educators, and inspiring individuals from different part of the world, um, from their homes. So some of the most valuable lessons I learned about life, faith, growth, and business come from people I only met online, just like right now. So thank you so much for being part of my life, and through webinar, trainings, online communities, mentorship, um, the live session, I've learned, I always listen people share their journeys, their struggles, failures, victories, and lessons in life, even though we've never met face to face. Their stories encourage me and help me grow as a person. There were, yes, there were sometimes, or at the moment, I feel like the difficulties, we can control that. Times when I feel tired emotionally, mentally, financially. There were moments when I questioned myself, my future, and whether I could will, move forward despite of challenges we are facing. But during those moments, hearing stories from people who went through hardship and still becoming, overcoming their struggles and give me hope. So I learned that successful people are not people without problem. They are people who choose not to quit despite the problems. I learned from that growth require humility. Humility to admit that we don't know everything and willing to keep learning. One thing I really impacted me is realize that success lives close. When we listen to people who are ahead of us, we can learn from both their mistake, right? And their victories. Their experience can help guide us and remind us that our current situation does not have to be define our future. And for me personally, learning from others has helped me become more open-minded. An encouraging message, and one training like teaching me how to, because in this business it's not only focusing on one thing, right? So I'm so grateful for that, for this beautiful community, because I'm not running the business by myself. And for me personally, it's like a family, like a family, from stranger to like become friend and become family. So I treasure this business. Whatever happened, I'll stay here. So I'm thankful that that in today's world, learning has no borders anymore, right? We can connect with people globally, hear different perspective, and gain wisdom from individual you may meet, personally, like locally or globally. Yet their impact on your life can still be real and powerful. So never underestimate the value of learning from the right people. One lesson can change your mindset. One mentorship can change your direction. And the dedication to stay teachable can change your life. So no matter where you are today, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing that God can use every opportunity and every connection for a greater purpose. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So, I teach women 50 plus how to create financial freedom for themselves and independence through this simple online digital business. And as women grow older, especially as women grow older, they lose their confidence, they lose their self esteem, they start feeling lonely. Loneliness is one of the biggest reasons for depression in seniors today. Life has become very isolated. So, the best feature of our business community for me is the people, is my relationships with you, my relationship with Jel, with Rona, with Alvina, and so many more. And I encourage you, especially if you're a 50 plus year old woman, not to feel lonely and sad, because here you'll get a community that will become your family. You don't have to meet people to feel that feeling of love for them. You don't have to meet people for them to come and help you learn a new skill. I have never felt like a dunderhead or a dummy because I'll always have some loving, sweet child, because they're like children for me, teach me something so nicely with so much dedication and also with a firm hand to make me learn myself as well, both ways. So I really feel over here the best thing for me has been my community. I no longer have to wait for someone to call me or wait for someone to message me because I have a community of over 2.5 lakh people messaging me and saying, "Hey, Nandini, you know that meditation you did? Can you teach me or send me a link for it?" And I feel, oh wow, I've done something of meaning for my community. Or I don't understand, I can message Rona and say, how exactly can I do this? And, Jel, I'm always pestering her for the moon and then some, asking so much. And all these are so happy to help me, whether it's Alvina, whether it's Rona, whether it's Jel. And we met because we together worked with Jel on a 90-day real challenge that she had done. And that's how we met, and we've become such a close family. And as she says, we're an accountability group where we share so much with each other. We share our wins, we share our fears, we share our doubts, we share our thoughts. And I think we really support each other for new ways and how to face new days, whether they're challenging, whether they're easy and smooth, or anything. So, the best part of this is learning from people that you've never met, because you don't feel that you've never met them. You feel that they're part of your heart. So, yes, if you're a woman 50 plus, this is the place for you. And not just that, if you're a young mother, if you're an IT professional, if you're a medical professional, you will find so much in common with different people. So, this is a good place to start your online digital business. The digital space is booming today. Don't be left behind. Walk forward with it. That's all I have to say today. All you have to do is click on our websites, whichever page you're watching from, and come start with a no cost webinar and see if this is for you or not. Bye, everybody. See you after 2 weeks.